Hello everyone, it's Trace Face coming at you here on a Sunday night. Just getting home from work, and I wanted to put this video out to you guys and talk about some things that have been on my mind since I read this email this morning. And I want to make sure I'm gonna read this email to you guys, and then I'm gonna make sure that I'm kind of clear on something that I sort of wish I had sort of made clear a while ago. Hi guys, thanks for coming on and joining me. So I'm gonna read this letter to you guys, this email that I got this morning, and I wanted to read it to you, and I wanted to talk about what I think about it, and also tell you guys where I'm at and what my goals are for this channel, and how I'm gonna try to grow this channel. Hi, Todd. Okay, so this email says, Dear Tracy, I would love to tell you that I am fully recovered from the narcissist I was with for the last 8 years of my life. I am a year officially today, no contact. Congratulations on that. It's a big, big accomplishment. It says, the memories of when we first met haunt my life. I wish that I could rid myself of them, but they sting like a death occurred. They linger like nothing has ever in my life before. I miss what I thought we had. I thought his love for me would never end, let alone I never thought he would betray me. It is the cruelest joke I have ever seen in my life, and now I can see by your channel that I am not alone. Your channel brings me enlightenment and education on this type of individual that actually exists. I cannot believe the amount of people this type of personality disorder can affect. I just want you to know that you give me hope when I felt there was none. I recently thought about ending this pain and suffering that I'm in, but I look forward to your videos like an exact light at the end of this torturous tunnel. I cannot begin to explain that even though I'm halfway across the globe, I feel like you are right with me in my living room, helping me get through this. I have been with you through your entire journey this past year. I know every stage you went through. I even know the date of your wedding anniversary. I just want to tell you that I think you're one of the most genuine souls I've ever encountered. To see your growth this past year and to see how happy you are makes me truly happy and lets me know I am not alone. Our stories and timelines are so very similar. My next is exactly what you described in your videos. It's spooky. I lastly want to tell you that you helped me to see that this other world does exist. I never considered myself a spiritual person until I started watching your channel. There is a world we cannot see. These people are truly demonic, and I never thought about it until you began talking about this. You are right on the money, and I hope more people find you for help. I'd love to take your fasting group coming up and to help rid me of this son of a bitch once and for all from my existence. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart, Darlene. So before I respond back to Darlene here and to everyone, I want to make something clear that I wish that I kind of like, I put the cart before the horse here. I had made mention in a few videos back that I wanted people to reach out to me for help. But what I didn't realize was I was going to get bombarded. And so I just want to tell you guys, the whole purpose of the jobs I'm doing on the side and what I'm doing right now is because I do want to focus on this channel, and I do want to focus on making this a business for myself. And so having said that, I can't, you know, I'm not even up to the amount of subscribers that some of these other channels are, and I can't even imagine what they get for emails and incoming, you know, what they need for help. I want to get to the point where you know, down the line, I have a team of people that are helping, and we're doing great things. But right now, I'm one person, and I can't respond in time and help as many people as I'd like to, especially those folks that, you know, don't have any money right now. So consider my channel to be the free help that I'm giving you guys. The videos I'm doing is the free help. When you want to contribute to my channel, Darlene contributed a great amount to my channel this week. You know, I'll get back to you and ask you, what can I do for you? You know, can I do a session? I will put you in my rotation because, as I said, I want to make this a business. I don't, the other jobs I'm doing, the dog walking, the bartending kind of goes along with what I'm doing here, because I do want to make this a focus. And as I said, I want to make this a business. I want to have groups. I want to be able to counsel as many people as possible. So I just want to make that clear that I wish I had the time and the amount of time throughout the week to help as many people as possible for free, but I don't. I really don't, and I want to make that perfectly clear with you guys. But now I want to get back to what Darlene was talking about here, and so yeah, you know, I think a lot of us are with Darlene on this, and what is going on here, and I have some things that I jotted down that I really want us to think about and discuss this evening, and as we move forward from this horrific abuse. The first thing I want to tell you, Darlene, and all of us, is you have to understand that the first thing is first here. The narcissist was never genuine from the start. So that part that they were playing as we were prey and they were predators, it was never real. They are chameleons. So what you saw when you first met the narcissist is actually, you'd be in shock to see how the narcissist is acting now with their new partner. And they're playing a new role, and it's a new part in a movie for the narcissist. The narcissist doesn't have, they don't have a genuine bone in their body. So they're playing a role all the time. And they're not sincere, and they don't know who they are as individuals. They don't have an individual sense of reality and a sense of themselves. They don't have that, all right? If they were alone on a mountain with just them and God, and they wouldn't know who they are, okay? If they were alone on a mountain with God, they would not know who they are. And that is the truth. That is the truth. So, you know, it's hard to understand. I think that's the hardest part, is trying to figure out, like, that's the person we fell in love with, was the person in the beginning, and you were waiting for that person to kind of come back, and they never did. And so it's really, really awful to have to tell yourself that this is a death. This is a death. It's a death that occurred. Hi, Blue Flame Integration. Yeah, it's just like mourning a death. It's just like you would go to their funeral. That's how it is. That's how you're mourning. That's how you're dealing with it. And that's normal from this type of abuse, is literally mourning their death. The next thing I want to say is the narc is going to hurt others before others have an opportunity to hurt the narc. So with this type, it's that sick. Yeah, they're gonna hurt you. They're gonna hurt you to gain control over you. They're gonna hurt you to gain control over themselves, so they think. All right. I think the only way to answer that question, that they can get to their true selves. I just saw your question. I think the only way that they can ever get to their true selves is they would have to find a higher self. And that, my higher self, I truly believe in, is Jesus Christ. And I think that they would have to find him, and he would be the only person to truly be able to help the narcissist. I don't think people can help a narcissist. I don't. All right. There are people that are going to come into the narcissist's life that aren't going to have this information and are actually going to enable the narcissist, as we know, as at one point we were doing. So understand that. That's the next thing to understand of the haunting of the narcissist, is that you have to understand the narcissist was going to hurt you. That's all they know. That's what they saw most likely growing up. or they are so diabolical because they got away with serious murder growing up. So they are trying to control things. They are manipulators at heart. They want to have total control over you physically, mentally, spiritually. They will destroy you if you let them. They will destroy you. They will take your spirit and your soul. And your spirit and your soul are connected, okay? And that is why this abuse is so horrible, because it's an abuse that reaches your spirit and soul. And that's why it takes longer to overcome this and to be recovered. It takes longer to get through this. And so that is the truth. And that's why I have this prayer and fasting group that I'm doing. I'm going to be doing one at the end of August. So please email me if you're interested in joining. That's how we're going to cut this out. We have to pray and we have to fast. All right? And that's how you're going to get rid of that energy that's pulling you, still gripping you into this situation with the narc. The next thing I want to remind you guys of when you're getting these hauntings of the narcissist is understand that it wasn't going to get any better. It wasn't going to get any better. The time frame that you spent with this narcissist, I don't care if it was a few months to a year to 8 years to 20 years, you guys can attest with me. You guys can totally fully say that it just kept getting worse, didn't it? So that was going to be your life, you guys. That was going to be your life for good. It was just going to keep getting worse and worse. And it does, and it always did. All right? Yeah, it gets worse with the new supply. Don't you worry about the new supply, you guys. They might be masking who it is they truly are a little better this time around with the next person. They always mask it a little bit better. Excuse me. But at the core of who they are, it always peeks through in some way, shape, or form. I don't care if that's financially they're going to abuse them. They're going to control them in the house, tell them what they can and cannot have in the house. They're going to control what they eat eventually. They're going to control who they go out with, how often they go out. They're going to control their relationships with others. They could be close with a family member or a friend, and the narcissist is getting in there to try and play around with that. So it's in one way, shape, or form, the narcissist is the narcissist. They're not changing for anyone. Don't believe what you hear or see, because you know the truth, and that is the truth. You saw enough. They showed you who they are, and they don't want to change. So I already talked about how the narcissist saw you as prey. They're playing a role. They're part of a movie. Don't ever forget that. That's what they do. That's how they're able to go along in life and do this operation. All right? They're going along in life, and they are a fooling clown. They're fooling people, and that's how they go to sleep at night. It's how many people did I fool today? How many people did a transaction with me today? How many people bought what I was selling? All right? This is the part that you guys need to hear. I don't talk about this enough. This is the truth. The narcissist is incapable of loving you, or anyone for that matter, properly. Okay? There might be somebody that they're with that feels as though their love is just enough. 9 times out of 10, no, I'm sorry. That is because that person is dysfunctional too, or this person doesn't have enough experience with relationships, or this person just simply doesn't know. The person has been manipulated like you and I The person might be a narcissist. The person might have issues themselves in terms of how they were raised and what they saw growing up. The narcissist is incapable of loving another properly. Right? So they might sit back and be like, I love you so much. I love you so much. And you might think, well, my God, they did love me. They did love me. That is not a proper way to love someone when abuse is involved. And mental abuse, spiritual abuse, financial abuse, emotional withholding, all those things, cheating on you, lies are abuse, all of those things, that is not love. That's not love. Now, I don't know about you guys, I talk about this. When you love someone, and I know I truly loved people in my life, I loved them. I couldn't cheat on them if I tried. I couldn't lie to their face if I tried. That's how I knew I really loved them, because I couldn't do that. All right? And so think about that. Could you do what they did to you on all these levels? No, you can't, you couldn't. That's loving someone. Loving someone is putting that person in front of you, You would jump across a bus to protect that person. In any way, shape, or form you could. That's love. You would do anything for them. All right? They can't love that way. It's about what's in it for me. And that's the next point I want to make. The narcissist is out for the narcissist. Period. The narcissist is out for the narcissist. If you fit into that mold, well, great. If you don't, bye. That's how they look at you. All right? Yeah. Yeah, where they're going, wild bird, I don't want to be. Where they are headed, I don't want to know about it. I don't want to see it. I don't want any parts of where they're headed. Yeah. Because I do not believe it's any place good. All right? And that's up to the powers that be to decide their fate. But as I've told you guys before, I have seen it all my life. This kind of personality. There might have been years time when I was a child. I didn't know who these people were. You know, friends of my parents, people I heard about through the grapevine. I didn't know that they were evil. Okay, I didn't realize, you know, they were evil or whatever you want to call it. But I saw what happened to them. I saw it with my own two eyes. All right, and so this stuff is real, and this stuff exists. What goes around comes around, and when it comes back around, it's gonna be that much worse than what you initially did. So, you know, yeah, exactly. Watch and see them fall off the cliff with their own choices. Exactly. Catalina. Yep. You know, but don't have any parts of it any longer. You know, you gave enough. You gave enough of yourself and your time and your efforts towards trying to help this person. They don't want your help. They never did. Okay? So that's the part too. You know, you feel like you wasted all this time, all these years. You know what, guys? Be happy. Be happy that you're that wonderful of a person. You're that giving. You're that caring of a person that you wanted to see them heal. All right? And for those of you that might be watching my videos in the channel, and you might be a few months in, but this is resonating with you, this is hitting a place for you, don't give any more of your time to people like this, guys. It's a waste of your time. You can't help them. You cannot help them. It's not about you any longer, and it unfortunately never was about you. you know? It's about them. So when you think about the old memories, and God, I know, I know, and they haunt you, and they haunt your existence. Be prepared to fight back in your mind with the truth. With the truth. They are soul and spirit murderers. They are looking to devour you and destroy you. And for some of us, they did a good job of that. But you know what? It's all done now. It's all done. It's all back here, you know, and you don't have to relive it. All right? You don't. You are better than all of it. Okay? Well, now I'm at 20 minutes, and we know what happens after 20 minutes here on YouTube. We're going to start getting the spinning here. It's going to start, the streaming is going to start ending. I'm going to leave this open for a few minutes. If you guys have some questions, again, you know, I wish that I could help more of you. I don't have a lot of time. I'm working a lot. I'm working like 3 or 4 jobs right now. I'm doing everything I really want to be doing. But I do want to grow this channel, and I do want to make this a business, as I have. And I just, I want to make sure that you guys understand that I wish I could help all of you that have emailed me, but I can't. I'm one person, and I can't. So I'm going to keep doing these types of, you know, live sessions and such. And if you guys have questions that you have for me, please, you know, go ahead and feel free to leave me some questions before I get cut off of the of YouTube here. We're having religion conversations on here. Yeah, no, they don't need to keep secrets. Yeah, exactly. Well, you know, Alemi, I don't know how you say your name. Sometimes they'll play those games. Okay, they're gonna play these games that nothing bothers them, and you know, understand that these people are living through their ego. They're living through their false self. Their ego is what matters. So no matter what, you know, they're always looking at how to protect their ego. Yeah, I know. And there are, it is scary to think about that I am getting bombarded that much. And I mean, I'm not saying getting bothered by it. It's just that many people, yeah, need the help. And obviously, like I said, for those of you that can, you know, contribute to the channel and want to do sessions with me and want to do Skype sessions with me and want to do the group sessions, I can, you know, obviously that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to make this something that I'm able to help people and also make a living. Are some of them great providers and also faithful? That's a good question, Nancy. So yeah, so you know, I would say that 9 out of 10 of them are cheaters, but there's that 1% of them that don't cheat and are actually faithful to you. But where they still fall into the category of a narc is these other characteristics that they have, if you will, the you know, talking down to you, or having no compassion, no empathy. Yeah, they might be financial providers. They might be able to provide you with, you know, all the money in the world, but yet they're never home. So they're abusing you in that way. They're workaholics. They're spending all their time in the office. They are spending all their time out of the home, so they are able to escape responsibility and accountability. So these are things that they do. Having no compassion for their wife or their kids, not being present, like I said, and you know, along with that comes some of the other traits of a narcissist, which is being envious and jealous and controlling and manipulative and gaslighting you and maybe lying to you and projecting their bad behaviors onto you. You're doing it. It's you, when it's them doing it. So these are all the other traits that a narcissist would have. And it might not be that they're actually doing the physical cheating or whatever, but they're doing other things that are mentally and emotionally and psychologically tormenting. And so yeah, you know, yeah, they sometimes that's not their trick of choice or their habit of choice or their addiction of choice. Might not be the cheating, but it might be these other ways to get you to you know, follow suit to them, to get you to you know, be controlled by them. And you're right, they don't deserve our love, and yes, we are too good for them. All right. So yeah, I hope that this video helps some of you. Thank you, Darlene, for your generous donation and your beautiful email to me, and I'm looking forward to working with you. And for those of you that are interested in signing up and learning more about my rates for one-to-one coaching and the group rates, if you're interested in doing a group, the group rates are a lot cheaper of a price, but yet you're able to be a part of this group that we're all helping one another and we're keeping each other accountable to getting the help that we need. So my email address is tracefaceit@gmail.com. Thanks for joining me this evening. I really appreciate all of you. I am Trace Face, and it is time we all face the truth together.